Imagine the vast, empty expanse of the Pacific Ocean in the not-so-distant future. The sun glints off the waves, but beneath the surface, a silent and deadly ballet is about to unfold. This isn't a scene from a movie, it's a hypothetical showdown, a high-stakes game of cat and mouse between two naval titans. Welcome to the ultimate clash of eras, a scenario military strategists dream about and dread in equal measure. In one corner, we have the venerable Kilo-class submarine, nicknamed the Black Hole by NATO for its legendary quietness. This diesel-electric attack sub has been a phantom of the deep for decades. It's a master of ambush, designed to lie in wait, listen, and strike when least expected. It's the old-school gunslinger relying on stealth, patience, and a single, perfectly aimed shot. It doesn't need to be the fastest or the most technologically advanced. It just needs to be invisible until it's too late. Its greatest weapon is the element of surprise. In the other corner, steaming across the surface, is the apex predator of modern naval warfare, the WWII-class destroyer. This isn't just a ship, it's a floating fortress, a network of advanced sensors, and a bristling arsenal all rolled into one. Equipped with the powerful AEGIS combat system, it can track hundreds of targets simultaneously in the air, on the surface, and, most importantly, beneath the waves. Its sonar arrays, both hull-mounted and towed, are designed to hear the faintest whisper in the ocean's abyss. Its anti-submarine rockets and helicopters are ready to pounce on any contact, turning the hunter into the hunted in a matter of seconds. The stage is set. The WWII is on patrol, a guardian of the sea lanes, projecting power and presence. Unseen, unheard, a Kilo-class submarine is shadowing its every move. The stakes couldn't be higher. For the submarine crew, detection means almost certain destruction. For the destroyer crew, a single torpedo slipping through their defenses could cripple their billion-dollar warship and send it to the bottom. This is more than a technological battle, it's a psychological one, a test of nerves, training, and tactical genius. The Kilo's commander has to make a critical choice. Does he stay deep, running on batteries, moving at a crawl to remain utterly silent, waiting for the perfect moment? Or does he risk coming to periscope depth for a final target solution, a move that could expose his mast to the destroyer's powerful radar? Every ping from the destroyer's active sonar is a thunderclap in the submarine's hull, a nerve-shredding reminder that they are being hunted. The submarine crew must rely on their passive sonar, listening to the destroyer's own noise, the churn of its propellers, the hum of its machinery, to paint a picture of the world above. Meanwhile, on the bridge of the WWII, the sonar technicians are staring intently at their screens, trying to filter out the noise of the ocean itself, the songs of whales, the sound of distant shipping from the subtle signature of a hostile submarine, a faint anomaly, a fleeting sound that doesn't belong, could be the first and only clue. They might deploy a helicopter, dropping sonobuoys to create a wider net, trying to triangulate the sub's position. It's a race against time. The destroyer has the technological might, but the submarine has the home field advantage of the deep, dark ocean. Who will make the first mistake? Who will blink first in this underwater duel? The outcome is anything but certain. What happens when a ghost from the Cold War era slides silently beneath the waves, right into the path of a cutting-edge 21st century warship? It sounds like something out of a techno thriller, but let's dive deep into this fascinating scenario: a vintage Kilo-class submarine versus a modern guided missile destroyer. This isn't just about old versus new. It's a clash of philosophies, a battle between analog stealth and digital supremacy. First, let's talk about our silent hunter, the Kilo-class submarine. These diesel-electric subs were nicknamed black holes by NATO for a reason. When running on battery power, they are astonishingly quiet. Their hulls are coated with anechoic tiles that absorb sonar pings, making them incredibly difficult to detect. Think of it like a ninja in the water. It doesn't have the brute force or the high-tech toys of its opponent, but its strength lies in its ability to disappear. In coastal waters, its smaller size and maneuverability allow it to hug the seabed, using the ocean's own noise and terrain as camouflage. It's a master of ambush, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Its primary weapons, torpedoes and anti-ship missiles, might be older, but in a surprise attack from close range, they are absolutely devastating. The Kilo's greatest advantage is that the destroyer might not even know it's there until it's far too late. Now, let's shift our focus to the modern Titan, the destroyer. This ship is a floating fortress of technology. Its heart is a powerful, active and passive sonar suite, designed to listen for the faintest whispers in the deep and actively ping the ocean to reveal anything hiding within it. But it doesn't fight alone. These destroyers are part of a massive network. They can share data with satellites, maritime patrol aircraft, and even their own anti-submarine helicopters. If one sensor gets a hint of a contact, the entire network swarms to pinpoint it. A helicopter can drop sonobuoys, creating a vast net of underwater ears, or dip its own sonar deep into the water, hunting the Kilo from the air. The destroyer's anti-submarine rockets and guided torpedoes can reach out and touch a target from miles away. Its power isn't just in its own sensors, but in its ability to command a whole orchestra of detection and destruction. This brings us to the ultimate what-if factor. The technological gap creates a thrilling game of cat and mouse. Can the Kilo's analog quietness and clever tactics outsmart the destroyer's digital dragnet? The environment plays a huge role. In the deep open ocean, the destroyer's powerful sonar and long-range assets give it a clear advantage. It can scan vast areas and has nowhere for the Kilo to hide. But move the battle to shallow, noisy coastal waters, the Kilo's home, and the tables turn dramatically. The background noise of shipping, marine life, and complex seabeds can mask the submarine's signature, confusing the destroyer's advanced sensors. The Kilo could use a busy shipping lane as cover or lie in wait in an underwater canyon. So, who wins? There's no simple answer. It depends on the skill of the crews, the specific environment, and a healthy dose of luck. A well-commanded kilo could exploit a single moment of inattention to land a decisive blow. Conversely, a vigilant destroyer crew, using their networked assets perfectly, could detect and neutralize the threat before it ever gets close. This incredible matchup shows us that in naval warfare, the latest technology isn't always a guarantee of victory. Sometimes the old ways, the arts of silence and surprise, still hold the power to change the course of battle. In the silent, crushing depths of the ocean, a deadly game of hide-and-seek is about to unfold. On one side, we have the Kilo-class submarine, a phantom of the deep, nicknamed the Black Hole for its legendary stealth. On the other, a state-of-the-art destroyer, a vigilant guardian of the surface fleet armed to the teeth with anti-submarine warfare technology. The hunt is on. The Kilo's commander knows their greatest weapon is the ocean itself. They're not just moving through water, they're using it. They'll seek out thermal layers, also known as thermoclines, where abrupt changes in water temperature can bend and distort sound waves, creating a sonar-proof blanket. The submarine glides silently, its electric motors barely whispering, hugging the contours of the seabed to mask its signature among the geological noise. Every ping from an enemy sonar is a piece of the puzzle. The Kilo's crew analyzes the frequency, the direction, the type of ping, trying to build a picture of the hunter above without ever making a sound themselves. They're exploiting the destroyer's blind spots, the conical area directly beneath the ship where its hull-mounted sonar is weakest. It's a nerve-wracking gamble, a slow, deliberate creep into striking position. Up on the surface, the destroyer's crew is anything but idle. They know a silent threat lurks below. Their response is a methodical, relentless pattern of search and detection. The commander lays out a grid over the suspected area, ensuring no patch of ocean goes uninspected. This isn't a blind chase. It's a scientific process. They deploy their powerful active sonar, sending out loud pings that bounce off objects in the water, but this is a double-edged sword. While it can reveal the submarine, it also broadcasts the destroyer's exact position. So they rely heavily on passive sonar, giant arrays of hydrophones towed behind the ship, listening for the faintest whisper of the submarine's machinery or the flow of water over its hull. The ship's most versatile asset, however, is its helicopter. Lifting off the flight deck, the ASW helicopter expands the search area exponentially. It can quickly redeploy to new locations, dipping its own sonar into the water or dropping a pattern of snowbuoys. These are small, disposable listening devices that transmit acoustic data back to the chopper and the destroyer. Some listen passively, while others can be commanded to send out their own active pings. The helicopter crew works in tandem with the ship, creating a multi-layered net designed to trap the submarine. They're trying to triangulate the Kilo's position, forcing it to move, to make a mistake, to make a sound. Beyond the technology, this is a battle of wills. On the submarine, the air is thick with tension. The crew operates in near total silence. A dropped wrench could mean discovery and destruction. Every creak of the hull under pressure, every ping from the searching destroyer sends a jolt through the compartments. The commander must remain calm, processing a flood of information, deciding when to stay silent and when to risk a maneuver. They're not just hiding, they're thinking, anticipating the destroyer's next move, trying to outsmart a determined opponent aboard the destroyer. The atmosphere is one of focused intensity. The sonar operators are glued to their screens, their ears trained to distinguish the faint signature of a submarine from the cacophony of marine life and ocean noise. It's a mentally exhausting task, hours of intense concentration. Knowing that a single moment of inattention could allow the enemy to slip through. The captain weighs the risks of every decision. Using active sonar could provoke an attack. Waiting too long could allow the sub to escape. Each side is trying to get inside the other's head, predicting their strategy, baiting them into a fatal error. It's a high-stakes chess match where the board is a three-dimensional battle space and the pieces are human lives. The first to break is the first to lose. Imagine you're the commander of a submarine deep beneath the ocean's surface. The only sounds are the rhythmic hum of the machinery and the soft ping of the sonar. Suddenly, a new sound pierces the conver, unmistakable signature of an enemy vessel. Your heart pounds, you're in their kill zone. This is the moment of truth. Submarine warfare is the ultimate game of high-stakes chess, played in 3 dimensions in the crushing dark. It's a world of near misses and critical decisions where a single mistake can be fatal. Let's dive into one of those heart-stopping close encounters. Picture this: your sonar operator whispers, "Contact, bearing 090, closing fast." On the screen, a line representing the enemy hunter-killer sub inches closer. Too close. You're almost certain they've detected you. Every sailor holds their breath, every muscle tensed, waiting for the torpedo launch signal that would spell their doom. The silence is deafening, stretched thin over an eternity. In these moments, the weight of the world rests on the commander's shoulders. This is the commander's dilemma. Do you launch your own torpedoes first, revealing your position but hopefully landing a crippling blow? Or do you gamble on silence, diving deeper, changing course, and praying their sonar sweeps pass right over you? Both options are a roll of the dice. A wrong call means not just failure, but the end for everyone aboard. The pressure is immense, a physical force pressing down, just like the millions of tons of water above. The crew looks to you, their faces a mixture of fear and trust. Your decision will be their fate. But in the deep, the unexpected is the only guarantee. Just as the enemy sub is about to get a clean lock, a massive underwater landslide, miles away, sends a deafening roar through the ocean. The sonar screens on both vessels are flooded with noise, a chaotic mess of static. Or perhaps a thermal layer, a sudden shift in water temperature materializes between you and your hunter. This invisible wall bends sound waves, effectively making your submarine disappear from their screens. It's a godsend, a moment of pure dumb luck. The advantage swings wildly. The hunter becomes the hunted, now blind and vulnerable. These are the moments that define submarine combater delicate dance of technology, human nerve, and the sheer unpredictability of the ocean itself. It's about surviving those near misses, making the impossible choice, and capitalizing on those unexpected turns that can change everything in a heartbeat. It's a testament to the skill and courage of the sailors who patrol the silent deep, where the line between victory and oblivion is razor thin. They are the true masters of this hidden world, navigating a constant state of tension where every second counts. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. If you found this as fascinating as we do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the depths. Let us know in the comments what you think. What would you have done in the commander's shoes? Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.